Billionaires live lives of luxury, fame, and power, but what do they keep hidden from the public eye? While we see their grand mansions, expensive cars, and multi-million-dollar businesses, there's a lot more going on behind closed doors. These ultra-wealthy individuals have strategies, secrets, and ways of thinking that are rarely revealed. In this video, we'll dive into 10 things billionaires are hiding from the public, revealing the hidden truths that the super rich don't want you to know. Number 10. Their tax strategies. The real secrets of avoiding taxes. While most people pay taxes on their income, billionaires have learned to play a different game. Through complex legal loopholes, offshore accounts, and various tax havens, they minimize the amount they pay. A prime example is the use of trust funds, which allow billionaires to pass on wealth without triggering inheritance taxes. They also take advantage of depreciation laws on investments, such as real estate, to reduce their taxable income. It's not illegal, but it's certainly something that's kept under wraps, as many of these strategies are designed to keep their wealth hidden from public scrutiny. Billionaires like Warren Buffett and Elon Musk have spoken about how they pay lower tax rates than their employees, even though they have billions in assets. They often leverage the carried interest loophole, which allows income from investments to be taxed at a lower rate than regular income. While the average person pays taxes based on earned income, these wealthy individuals focus on income from investments and capital gains, where the rates are much lower. They've even been known to lobby for tax laws that benefit them, while the general public remains in the dark. Number 9. Their control over media and information. Billionaires don't just control businesses, they also have significant influence over the media. Many of the world's most powerful billionaires own media companies or have stakes in major publications. This gives them control over what news gets reported and, more importantly, what doesn't. From Jeff Bezos's ownership of the Washington Post to Rupert Murdoch's dominance over Fox News, the media landscape is often shaped by those with the deepest pockets. This media control allows billionaires to manage their public image, protect their interests, and influence public opinion. For example, stories about their business failures or controversial investments are often buried or downplayed. They know how to use media to create narratives that work in their favor, ensuring that their mistakes are less visible than their triumphs. In many ways, they shape how the public perceives them, all while controlling the flow of information. Number 8. Their hidden investment strategies. While most people are focused on traditional investments like stocks and bonds, billionaires use a wide range of secret strategies to grow their wealth. One such strategy is private equity, where they invest in companies before they go public. These investments allow them to control businesses from the ground up, often restructuring them to be more profitable. Additionally, billionaires invest in industries that are under the radar, such as space exploration, green energy, and artificial intelligence, all of which have massive growth potential, but are often not fully understood by the general public. Some billionaires also use hedge funds, which allow them to make highly speculative investments with other people's money. These funds often operate with minimal oversight and are not subject to the same regulations as traditional investment vehicles. While these strategies can yield huge returns, they are also extremely risky, and the general public has little insight into how these funds are actually performing. Number 7. Their relationships with governments. Billionaires often have more influence over governments than most people realize. They use their wealth and connections to secure favorable policies, tax breaks, and regulations that benefit their businesses. Whether it's lobbying for tax cuts, receiving government contracts, or influencing foreign policy, billionaires use their financial power to shape political decisions. For instance, the relationship between tech billionaires and governments is well known. Companies like Facebook, Amazon, and Google have received significant tax breaks and government support in exchange for providing jobs and infrastructure. However, these deals often come with little transparency, and the public doesn't fully understand how much influence these billionaires have behind the scenes. Number 6. The true cost of their luxurious lifestyles. While the world marvels at their yachts, private jets, and mansions, there's a hidden cost to these lavish lifestyles that many billionaires don't want to acknowledge. The environmental impact of owning multiple private jets or massive yachts is significant. But this is often overlooked in the media. These billionaires often make large donations to environmental causes to offset the criticism they receive for their carbon footprints. But the truth is, the negative impact on the environment is still massive. In addition to the environmental cost, there's the human cost. Many of these ultra-wealthy individuals rely on cheap labor from developing countries to maintain their properties and yachts. These workers are often underpaid and overworked, with little regard for their well-being. While billionaires may portray themselves as philanthropists, the reality is that their wealth is built on systems that exploit the most vulnerable in society. Number 5. The dark side of their philanthropy. Billionaires use philanthropy to earn public favor, but it's not necessarily altruistic. Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg donate billions to charity, but they often utilize their donations to influence certain sectors. They donate to specific organizations through their foundations, but with strings attached. Some billionaires have been accused of leveraging their philanthropy to promote their companies or services. In addition, many of these foundations allow billionaires to choose how monies are spent. This means that some charities are more about boosting the billionaire's brand than helping others. The public sees their charity donations as evidence of generosity, yet they often have ulterior intentions. Number 4. Their involvement in surveillance and data collection. Billionaires are also deeply involved in the collection and analysis of personal data. Companies like Facebook, Google, and Amazon collect massive amounts of data from users, and this data is often used to target individuals with highly personalized advertisements. However, the public is largely unaware of the extent to which their data is being collected and used for profit. Billionaires have made huge investments in surveillance technology, using it to monitor everything from consumer behavior to political movements. This data allows them to make more informed business decisions, but it also raises serious privacy concerns. While these billionaires argue that data collection is necessary for innovation, many believe that they are simply exploiting personal information for financial gain. Number 3. Their manipulation of stock markets. Billionaires often have a significant impact on stock markets, whether they're buying up shares of a company or using their influence to drive up the price of certain stocks. Through insider trading and other tactics, billionaires are able to manipulate the market in ways that benefit them personally. While insider trading is illegal, billionaires have the resources to navigate around the laws, using complex financial instruments to make trades that are essentially the same as insider trading, but more difficult to trace. Anger and hatred. Billionaires. In addition to manipulating the market for their own benefit, billionaires also use their influence to shape the broader economy. By backing certain companies or industries, they can drive investment and create market trends that benefit their personal portfolios. The average investor has little insight into these strategies, and often the public doesn't realize the extent to which billionaires are shaping the stock market. Their unseen influence on education. Billionaires have also begun to play a significant role in shaping education. Through donations to universities, funding for research projects, and the creation of private schools, they are influencing what and how students learn. While many of these donations are seen as charitable acts, they often come with conditions that align with the billionaire's personal beliefs or business interests. For example, the Gates Foundation has been criticized for its involvement in educational reform, with some arguing that the foundation's influence over curriculum and educational policies is too strong. Similarly, other billionaires have funded initiatives that promote their own views on science, technology, and economics, shaping the next generation of thinkers in ways that benefit their business ventures. Number 1. Their hidden networks of power and influence. Number 2. The human collective versus nature. Finally, billionaires operate within hidden networks of power and influence that the public is largely unaware of. These networks include private clubs, secretive meetings, and elite gatherings, where the world's wealthiest information and make decisions that affect the global economy. Whether it's the Bilderberg Group, the World Economic Forum, or other exclusive gatherings, billionaires are constantly networking and making deals that shape the future of business and politics. These networks allow billionaires to consolidate power and protect their interests, while the general public remains in the dark about what's truly happening behind closed doors. The secrets that billionaires are hiding from the public are vast and varied, from their tax strategies to their influence over media, education, and government. While they portray themselves as philanthropists and innovators, the truth is that many of their actions are motivated by self-interest and a desire to maintain control. As the gap between the ultra-wealthy and the general public continues to grow, it's important to shine a light on these hidden truths so that we can better understand the systems that shape our world.